Hello, teacher Gary. This is Nok from M6/2, and today I'm going to discuss about the movie About Time. And this film was published in 2013, and the director was the Richard Curtis. Finally, I can pronounce his last name. And starring by Domhnall Gleeson and Rachel McAdams from The Notebook. Yeah. So the first question was if I like the movie or not. Of course I like it because one of my known ones he recommended this movie for me to watch because he said that I might discover some new morals in life, and of course he got me for this movie and I really like it. I like freaking crying so much on that time because of this movie, but I did learn something from it. Okay, so the next question would be, what is the plot, right? The plot of this movie is a young man who can travel back in time. Well, he know that he can travel back in time in the age of 21. His dad told him that there will be only guys in his family who can travel back in time, but his dad didn't encourage him to acquire the money or the fame in his life. So this guy, his name is Tim, he decided to travel back in time to get to fix his love life. And it was a good movie because his ability in travel back in time taught me a lot of lessons. Okay, the next one will be, who is the main character? Well, there were a lot of characters in this movie. It was Tim, his dad, his sister named Kit Kat, his absent-minded uncle, his mom, Mary, and some other bad guys like Kit Kat's boyfriend and Charlotte. I think she is Kit Kat's friend. Okay, so but let's discuss the guy named Tim. He is a tall with a red hair, and he's kind of like of confident in life. But in some way, he kind of, I don't know. In the movie, he seems like he's so handsome, but well, he's not my type. But some of his action kind of impressed me too. So, we'll see about it. Okay, so, well, the bad guys, I already say that it was Kit Kat's boyfriend and her friends named Charlotte who spend the time. Okay, Charlotte, she is the bad girl because she's trying to, how to say, captivate Tim after Tim got to stay with Mary after his marriage. No. It is before his marriage. Well, and Kit Kat's boyfriend, I can't even remember his name. He like don't take care much of Kit Kat, and Kit Kat, she got drunk and got into the car accident, and well, that's why Tim has to travel back in time so many times to help Kit Kat. And who did I think that he or she was right, and why? And of course it should be Tim because he's trying to help his sister by travel back in time. Well, his travel back in time ability is the secret. His dad told him not to tell anybody, even his mom or Kit Kat. But Tim decided to tell Kit Kat and travel back in time on the 31st of the year, 31st of December. And let Kit Kat punch her boyfriend. And it kind of get me because I don't know, it was funny, yeah. Okay, so what was my favorite part of the movie? It was the part that got me into tears a lot. It was the last time that Tim can travel back in time to meet his dad after his dad died already, because it was the last time because if Mary got a new baby, he cannot travel back in time back and forth to meet his dad again because the baby might change the gender. And well, that time his dad know that it will be the last time that Tim can meet him in this time, so they decided to travel back in time together when Tim was young and they was walking at the sea for the last time, like father and son. And whoa, I was crying so bad for that movie, but at least it taught me that the person who is very important is my parent, and especially my dad. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Okay, let's proceed on to the next question. What was the worst part of the movie if I like it, or the best part of it if I didn't like it? The worst part of the movie will be the part that Tim was trying to travel back in time to talk to Charlotte. This situation happened one day after Tim and his friend finished watching the movie or the play something, and then he accidentally met Charlotte, and he was trying to travel back in time to like make him look right in Charlotte's eyes, like to talk to her, make it perfect. He did that so many times, and finally he gave up. But then Charlotte came to him and asked and went to the dinner with him and trying to how to say, captivate him. But finally she cannot do anything to him. So after that, Tim went back to meet Mary at his, no, not his home. It was Mary's home, and asked her to marry him because he finally knows that Mary was the right one. The other girl cannot like attract him, so he decided to marry, yeah. Okay, so well, how was the problem and conflict resolved? It was a lot of conflict in this movie too, like the Kit Kat's problem, because by the time Tim traveled back in time to help his sister, he traveled back in the present and he found out that his baby changed the gender from a girl to a boy, and he was surprised. He asked his dad how to solve it. And it's kind of confused too, actually. Okay, what was the theme of the movie? Well, the theme of the movie is drama because I was crying a lot. And it was fantasy because Tim can travel back in time. And the last one will be romance because he's trying so hard to travel back in time and try to get Mary to be his wife, to get to know her. Because one day he went out to the blind date. I don't know how it called it. It might call the blind date because he went into the restaurant and it was so dark. He doesn't even know who is he talking to, like how does he look like. And then when he came out, he decided to ask for Mary's phone number, and sure, Mary gave it to him. And then it seems to be the nice story, but after that, when Tim went back home, he found out that his dad friend, got a problem in his playwright because one of the actors forgot the dialogue during the performance. So he traveled back in time and tried to help that actor to remember, and his friends become famous. But after that, he found out that his married phone number was no longer in his phone anymore. So he's trying so hard to travel back in time, like wait for Mary at the, how can I call it, the studio of some of the nude girls who, well, I can't remember her name though. And then he's been trying so hard because by the time he met Mary at that studio, he found out that Mary got together with the other guys. So he traveled back in time again to find the right time that Mary went to her friend's party, and then try to get Mary before that guy met Mary, and then they got together. Was there a message or the moral to the story? Well, of course, the movie taught me a lot. And wait, can you see this happening, or maybe is it happening already? Was the movie realistic? The movie is kind of realistic in some way. Like, it taught me that no matter how many times you can travel back in time, and if it's not the right person, you cannot make them fall in love with you. But I think Mary was the right one, because they end up together, like Mary, and they got a child. I mean a baby, 2 or 3 of them, I guess. And the most important thing to you in your life is your family. As your dad, your sister, like Tim's dad. And it was sad because Tim's dad passed away because of the cancer, but Tim can still travel back in time to meet his dad. But then finally Mary told him that she wants more baby, and it was the last time that Tim can travel back to meet his dad. And I was crying so much, as I told you already. Okay, is there a book of the movie was, wait, let me read it again. If there is a book the movie was based on, would you read it? Why or why not? Of course I will read it, because this movie taught me a lot, and I might got some new lessons if I read it to the text. Okay, and would I recommend this movie to the other people? Why or why not? Okay, that's my sister, she just passed away. Okay, will you recommend this movie? Of course I would love to recommend, and you should watch it, teacher. Well, I know that you got a family already, but I don't know, it just taught me a lot for teenagers like me. And it's just a good movie, but some of the other people won't like it. I don't know, because it's kind of realistic in some way. And in the end, Tim's trying not to travel back in time that much. He's trying to complete the day by not travel back in time, and try to learn a new thing, like make it complete into the one day. And it taught me a lot, as I say already. So this is all about the movie critique that I would give to About Time. It was a great one, and you should watch it. And hopefully somebody that watched this video, in case not only teacher Gary watched this, I recommend you guys to get a chance and watch it. So this is the last project, vlog, conversation, talking, speaking project, whatever. And I kind of like this project, and thank you so much for thank you teacher Gary so much for giving me this project to do. And well, that's it. Thank you so much, teacher.